Hello, my friends, and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Character, good character, strong character implies courage. It's hard to be an asshole and have courage. You have to really have a conviction in order to, go straight to your dismay or damage or annihilation. And we have here the former German chancellor, Gerhard Schroeder. And he's unapologetic for his friendship with the evil Vladimir Putin. Is it because Schroeder is an evil man? Is it because he's a spy? Is it because he works for Russia? Is it because he's right? Is it because he's a man of character and integrity? Is it because he's a thief? What's wrong with this guy? Well, I think history will decide that. We now can just analyze bits and pieces of this person's statements and actions. Remember, he is a former, he's in Germany, and he's, I think, 70-something, 76, 78, 70, so he's old. What can these guys do? Imprison him and die in prison. That's all they can do. More than that, threaten him with his family. Usually that's what they do. They blackmail you and try to threaten you. Yeah, you have children, you have grandchildren, we're going to fuck them up. That's how they did after the Second World War, if you remember, with the evil Nazis, the same way. In Nuremberg trials, the same way, so the same tactic. Because we are the same as we were 2,500 years ago. Supposedly we are more civilized. I don't think so. We pretend we have to behave here and there, but I don't think we are more civilized than we were. Definitely not more intelligent or more wisdom. We still believe in all kind of a cat crosses across in front of you or something like this. Oh my God, it must be the devil. Shit like that. Yeah, superstition is still available as it was 3,000 years ago or 2,000 years ago and so on. That tells us, it makes me laugh. So Putin is still my friend. Ex-German chancellor says today, 15th of October 2023. Gerhard Schroeder said he may not see eye to eye with the Russian president politically, but this doesn't affect their relations. Former German chancellor has refused to denounce his longtime friend, Russian President Vladimir Putin, while lamenting that the failure of the current German and French leaders to find a diplomatic solution to Russia-Ukraine conflict. In an interview with the Süddeutschen Zeitung newspaper published on Friday, Schroeder, 79, I knew it was something about there, who served as chancellor from 1998 till 2005, said he still considers President Putin his friend. And I'm quoting, "Why should I cancel this? Now, why should I conceal this?" the veteran politician asked, adding that their personal relationship had developed independently of politics. The veteran statesman explained that while he was, and I'm quoting, "made it clear that I think it was a mistake that the Russians started the war in Ukraine, he will not now pretend never to have been friends with Putin." He recounted how he and his wife So-Yeon Schroeder Kim traveled to Istanbul and Moscow on a peace mission last March. He attempted to get Moscow and Kiev to make mutual concessions to stop the hostilities, but to no avail. Is this his wife right here? Is she Asian? By the name So-Yeon Kim? Possibly. Despite his lack of success in brokering an agreement, the ex-chancellor insisted that the conflict could have been resolved through the intervention of sitting heads of government and presidents. It was not the desire. This was supposed to happen. Russia either was decapitated or this. And Putin, I don't think he is the one that would bow the head. And that's, his nation is 80 to 83% for him. So that tells me that he didn't make a mistake for his Russians. Let's put it this way. You want to generalize it? Good. Speaking of his role on the helm of the company operating the now defunct Nord Stream gas pipeline and his refusal to vacate it after February 24, 2022, the former chancellor stressed that prior to the conflict, most in Germany had been happy to use Russian gas to fuel the economy. And that was competition to the United States of America, and that was impossible. Why? Because it was fair competition. Now, buy your gas at a premium from the Americans or from wherever you want to buy a liquefied natural gas, and you're going to be lagging behind. Good for you. You fucked yourself. Great. In an interview with the German broadcasters RTL, released in June, Schroeder stood by his policies towards Moscow during his time in the office. The politician maintained that breaking his ties with Russia now would hardly do any good, and that he would keep seeking opportunities to talk to President Putin. The politician has been widely criticized in Germany over his close affiliation with Moscow, which saw him stripped of parliamentary privileges last year. Some of his fellow Social Democrats demanded his expulsion from the party earlier this year, but without success. Well, it could be worse. He could have been arrested and called collaborator, like Zelensky does with people that don't listen to his orders. Well, my friends, this is the guy, and I said this many times before. I'm surprised that you have, in the United States of America, many billionaires with a lot of money, a lot of power, and maybe not a lot of power, but a lot of money, and a lot of influence, that could speak up or speak out about what they really believe. And I know that we have a lot of them that don't think the way these guys want us to believe they're thinking. But they're too weasels to speak out and say, hey, you know what, I disagree with that, I support that, like this guy right here. And that bothers me, because if these guys will put money together and start alternative media outlets, that could be a benefit to our freedoms and democracy and blah, blah, blah these guys are talking about. Because, yes, they will be viciously attacked, but instead of having, let's say, I don't want to be in charge of their money. I don't want to imply that I know how much they have enough or not. They can keep their money, how many they have, they can spend it however they want. They can buy 50,000 Bugattis and have 3 million ladies of the night and champagne, $3,000 a bottle. That's their money. They can spend it however they want. I'm not, no, I'm not like that. If I'm good enough, I should have the same thing or more. I don't have, well, maybe I have different, different hobbies. I would like to have that, but I'm not working hard enough to have that. That's the problem. Or I don't have the imagination. I don't have the brains. You have to accept your limitations. You can't be like them, as they can't be like you in many ways. So again, there are many of these kind of billionaires that do not put money together, or they don't say certain things. Yes, Trump lost a lot of money through his presidency. He wanted to be a president. He didn't say what he was supposed to. He lost a lot of money. But he lost. His family will be hunted forever until they're going to get rid of his family. Trump's family, after he dies, is going to be decimated. Economically, I'm talking. And economically, they're going to be dropping. Why? Because they challenged the status quo. There's dynasties, my friends. This country forms dynasties. One of the first dynasties was that we are all aware of is the Kennedys. The Kennedys was decapitated. Then you have the Bushes, the dynasty. Then you have the Clintons. They want to be a dynasty. Then you have the Trumps. All these guys want to be dynasties, my friends. When you see son or grandson, grandfather, father, son, all senators or presidents or something, they wanted Jeb Bush to be the president. Remember when he challenged Trump, or in 2016, Jeb Bush, that pale, brainless weasel? Yeah, you would have three Bushes in a row. 1, 2, and I don't know what the other one would be. Three Bushes. And here he is, my friends. Schroeder, good or bad, he doesn't care. What are you going to do? Kill him? Well, good or bad, he's consistent, and I think he stands by his what he has to lose. He's 79. But if he has family, then they would threaten him. But it seems like he's not giving in. They say, okay, I'm going to go in. Do like others did. Oh, I denounce that. Oh, I denounce. Just don't touch my money. Don't touch my drugs habits or alcohol or my rough sex with this and that. Yeah, weasels. But hey, they have their own lives. I'm just saying that it can't be. It's like what's the name? Fermi's paradox. I think that's what it's called. Fermi paradox. That it says like this: they're looking at the universe. So many stars out there, or stars, or whatever they are, planets, whatever they are. How do they put them? Cosmic bodies. So many cosmic bodies, and none of them. I mean, we know it's just by elimination. It must be other intelligence being over there, and they didn't contact us yet. So that's the paradox. We know they are by elimination and by calculation, by logic, but they didn't contact us. We didn't find them. The same here. I know that looking at Fermi being one of the authors of the atomic bomb in America. He's Italian, an Italian scientist. He's buried in the Chicago area. I've been to his grave, by the way, a while ago. Anyway, Enrico Fermi. So, like Oppenheimer and others that were involved in building it. So he was an immigrant and blah, blah, blah. Immigrant like he was Red Rover, come over here. So anyway, there's the same paradox. I know there are people with money like Musk and others, and Musk is one of them who stuck his neck out, even though I suspect Musk has a double role here. I think he's allowed to function the way he functions, and gives the illusion that, hey, he's a defender of that because he says certain things that oh yeah, man, he dared to do that. I think he's allowed to say that, like many other so-called political analysts on YouTube, for instance, and not only, where you have them and you look at them and say, how the hell are you allowed to say that and you're not banned? Well, because they have to be. They give us the illusion. Those guys allow them to give us the illusion that these guys exist. Therefore, that's an opposite voice. Well, that's controlled, because out of 100% what they say, 10% is that illusion that they give us, and 90 is the same garbage like everything else over there. So 90% they give us the same thing, and 10% it makes up me or others think that, oh yeah, this guy is right there. Oh, Ben Shapiro. Oh yeah. Oh, that guy Dan Bongino. Oh yeah. You listen to them when they talk about Israel or Russia. You say, what the fuck is going on here? Just listen to Dan Bongino, which I used to listen to until I realized, whoa. Both of these guys, Bongino and Ben Shapiro. When I talk about Russia and when I talk about Israel, that's it. No more logic. They're very logical, but when they touch those two subjects, you can't talk about it. Nothing. And that tells me, no, my friends, no. Something is wrong. Well, hey, I'm not criticizing it. It's just an observation, as I'm pretty sure many people observe certain things in my behavior, in my statements, and my videos, which I say what I feel, I say what I think, and that's it. I don't have, I like that, I don't like that, and I'm going to analyzing the way I think it should be analyzed. People say, you're a Russian this, you're a Russian that. Well, whatever you want. You know what? If I would be agreeing like everybody else with their side, if you want to listen to or watch people who are telling you how great the Ukrainians are, or the Americans are, or the Israelis are, or I don't know, other Great Britain, French, you can listen to 98% of the media. I'm telling you the other side. Because if you want to listen to them, you have 98%. You got 20% of me, of, I don't know, Alexander, or Alex, Christoforu, and whatever is... Alexander, I can't remember his. I know Alex Christoforu, I can't remember the other. I guess that guy's name. Alexander. Man, I always forget his name, and I like him. And many others like them. And there are, but you can see that they don't have an agenda. Like, they don't have to weasel out here and there. Good luck to them. Good luck to us. And if they want to make us silence, they can do it legally. They don't have to do anything forcefully. Just turn off the light and we're done. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart. Alexander Mercuris. Stay strong, stay smart, do for the truth, and be just.